Hey there everybody, and welcome to another Friday Night Spotlight brought to you by Jones Ford Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for more than 50 years. As you guys can see, David is back. And jumping right into things, our game of the week is a Thursday night game, and that is Scottsdale Notre Dame Prep traveling to Maricopa. Now, these two teams are on completely opposite sides of the spectrum. Notre Dame Prep is currently ranked number 9 in the 5A conference, and Maricopa is on a 4-game losing streak. So, David, what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, opposite side of the spectrum for these two teams is absolutely right. Notre Dame will come in at 4-2. Maricopa will come in at 2-4. So for Maricopa, it's a very pass heavy game. It's the main source of their offense, with Damian Logan being their quarterback. He's got 735 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, but also 8 interceptions. And it kind of seems like there's a revolving door at running back. A lot of these guys kind of like shovel in there and just kind of take the spot every now and then. There's not a true number one running back on, I feel like, for the Maricopa team. But for them, it's still a very young team. They're still looking to rebuild for the future. So for me, it's going to come down to Notre Dame Prep and Andrew Vines. He's their running back. He is quick, agile. He is just able to run both the power running style and also an elusive running style. He's got 689 yards on the season, 7 touchdowns. So I think this senior running back is just going to be too tough for this Maricopa team to be able to stop. They're still a young team. They still got a lot to learn, but they're on the right track. But right now, this Notre Dame Prep team is going to come in too strong. I think Notre Dame Prep takes this one.
All right, so David mentioned Maricopa's passing game last week against Levine Cesar Chavez. It was both quarterbacks. It was Damian Logan and Devin Huffman. They combined for 218 passing yards. Logan was the one with 2 touchdowns, but he also had 5 interceptions. This is going to be a big key for Maricopa. They really have to take care of the ball. Notre Dame Prep, so far, they have 5 interceptions for 113 yards. So if these young quarterbacks can take care of the ball, it might be a little more competitive game than we might be expecting. Also, Logan's go-to target is Kyrie Washington. So far, he has 472 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Defensively, I really like the Rams in Ian Palm. He leads the team with 62 tackles, 8 for a loss, and he has 3.5 sacks for 17 yards. So this Maricopa defense can come up with some big plays. It really just comes down to taking care of the ball offensively and seeing what they can do to get some points on the board. David, is there anything else you think the people should know?
Yeah, I think you should look out for Damian Logan, and if he starts taking on his leadership role that he should as a quarterback. When I talked to Coach last week, he said that he's kind of edging into that leadership role and still needs to work on it a little bit. See if he makes those steps to actually improve and actually have that leadership quality to lead his team to hopefully get a win. I still think Notre Dame Prep's going to come in too strong, but maybe they can take the right steps to get even better looking towards next year.
All right, and that does it for our breakdown of Game of the Week. Now transitioning over to our picks portion. David, what game do you have your eye on today?
I got Santa Cruz taking on Tonka Verde, and this is a huge game for both teams. This game basically will really make or break both of their seasons, whoever comes out on top. For the Dust Devils specifically, it's either they win their region or they have no chance of going to the playoffs and defending their 2A title. So this is a huge game for them, and there's going to be a lot of circumstances in this as well. They're pretty banged up. Wyatt Ogle and Davin Ethington have been huge for them this year. They are both out, or they got injured last week. They are questionable to be in this game on Friday. So look for Tonka Verde to exploit that if they are out, but I think Santa Cruz understands the pressure. They understand what they have to do to get where they want to be. Ricardo Alani's had a huge game against Sequoia Pathway last week, and then Robert Maldonado has been huge on defense for them all season. He's leading the team with 4.5 sacks, a lot of tackles. He is the main guy that stops the opposing offenses. So I think the Dust Devils win this one. They keep their playoff hopes alive. They keep their hopes of defending their 2A title alive as well.
All right, now my game to watch is ALA Ironwood hosting Coolidge. Now, talk about the comeback kids. Both of these teams were down last week, came back last quarter or final seconds in ALA Ironwood's case and won the game. For the Warriors, it was Ashton Williams who blocked a 16-yard field goal with 5 seconds left to defeat Santan Foothills 31-30. And for Coolidge, we've talked about him all season long. It's all about Tad Lynch. Last week against Florence, 213 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, it was Comar Jeffries, 14 total tackles, and Jaleel Bishop came up with a big interception for 52 yards. Now, in this game, ALA Ironwood has really surprised a lot of people this year. They are 4-4 on the season, which is really big considering they only won about 2 games in the past couple of years. But I think I mentioned him, Tad Lynch. He is a force to be reckoned with, and teams have really struggled to slow him down. Santa Cruz struggled, Florence struggled last week, and I have a feeling that ALA Ironwood is also going to struggle this week. So I have Coolidge taking this game. And real quickly, we're just going to throw up our picks here one last time. And that does it for Friday Night Spotlight. Be sure to check out PinalCentral.com over the weekend for all of your football game coverage.